Hello everyone, welcome to Rise and Scan Immigration. This is Vanchika Tilwani. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Today we are going to be discussing about 10 most common reasons of visitor visa rejections and their suggested solutions. You have to watch this video till end to know what are the most common rejection reason you will get usually in visitor visa. As you already know that visitor visa application is a paper-based application and it's mainly based on your presentation, how you present your case in front of visa officer. So it's very important that you attach all the supporting documents at the first instance. As well as your letter of support is also designed in such a way that the visa officer get convinced from your letter of support. Apart from letter of support, your sponsor, if you have any sponsor from Canada, your letter of sponsorship is also being designed in such a way that would lead to positive decision. Your all supporting documents, either from your side or from the sponsorship side, should be designed in such a way or should be presented in such a way that would lead to positive decision. So in this video, I will be discussing about the most common rejection reason plus how to overcome those rejections. And if you are applying for the first time, so don't forget to attach all the documentation which I'm going to be discussing in this video. So let's get started. So the first and foremost rejection reason I'm going to be discussing is lack of strong family ties to the home country. I'm going to show you on the screen that I'm not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as temporary residence as stipulated in the paragraph 179B of IRPR based on your country of residence. So how you can overcome those rejections? So if you have a stable job in your back home, in your home country, you can attach those documents of employment as a supporting documents for your visitor visa application. Apart from that, if you have well-established business in your home country, you can attach those documents as well. If your family hasn't applied the visitor visa with you, so you can showcase that you have your kids, spouse, parents back home for whom you are responsible. So it's also showcase a strong family back-end ties. If you have any property investments in your name, you can attach those documents as well to showcase this particular back-end ties and which would minimize this particular rejection reason. Second most important reason which usually we see in the refusals is the purpose of visit. I'm not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by paragraph 179B of IRPR. I am refusing your application because you have not established that you will leave Canada based on the following factor. The purpose of your visit to Canada is not consistent with a temporary stay given the details you have provided in your application. So purpose of visit is also an important factor where you have to well define your purpose within your letter what you are providing to the visa officer. For example, if your purpose is to attend a marriage anniversary or to attend a birthday event or to attend a business or conference, so you have to well define the days or the intentions, how many days you want to stay there. If you are going to support your kids, for example, suppose there is any medical emergency, so you have to well define that you're going to be staying for more than 2 to 3 months. If somebody is pregnant and you are going to support that pregnant candidate, so in that case you can showcase that you will be living for at least 6 months. So accordingly your purpose of visit should be defined. What is basically your planning? Right, if you are planning for the only for the as a tourist purpose, so you can show your itinerary, insurance, your hotel bookings, where you can showcase that you won't be living more than 15 days and these are the places you are going to be visiting. So it should be well defined in your letter. It's the most important factor which the visa officer is going to consider for any visa application. The third reason we're going to be discussing is the financial status. I am not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by paragraph 179B of IRPR. I am refusing your application because you have not established that you will leave Canada based on the following factor. Your assets and financial situations are insufficient to support the stated purpose of for yourself and any accompanying family members if applicable. To to avoid the rejection for the assets in financial situations, what you can do, you can attach your bank statements, your pay stubs, your tax returns, or you and your sponsor can provide the proof that you have sufficient funds to whatever the stay you are doing or your trip to Canada. Or you can attach, if you have any other investment apart from bank statement, if you are retired, then the employer's the retirement certificate and the regular employment income, the retirement income which is coming into your account. So those can be the supporting documents to avoid that particular type of refusal. So the fourth most common rejection reason I'm going to be discussing is your current employment situation in your home country. I'm not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by paragraph 179B of IRPR because of your current employment situation. To avoid the refusal reason of employment situation, you can showcase the current source of income from where you are employed, your employment documents. Again, that is also being added at the initially for you to showcase your back-end ties. But this will also showcase your current employment situation. You can attach a leave from the employer, or you can attach your business documentation where you are currently working. If you own a business or you own a farm and you are a farmer, you can attach those documents to showcase or to minimize this particular rejection. So number 5, rejection reason 5 could be the proposed length of your stay. I am not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by the paragraph 179B of IRPR because of the length of proposed stay. So that could be your rejection reason as well. To avoid the rejection reason of proposed length of stay, you should clearly mention your reason for stay. A Canada visitor visa is a multiple entry visa which can give you up to 6 months stay at a single entry. So if you are going, suppose for example, if you are going for a business or conference trip, your stay should not be more than 10 to 15 days. If you are going to attend any family marriage or any function, right? So it could be anywhere between 1 to 2 months. If you are going to attend somebody who he or she is in a medical emergency or pregnancy, so you can stay up to 6 months and you can extend your stay over there while you are in Canada. So you should clearly mention your length of stay in your explanation letter which you are attaching with your submission and your application. Exactly what dates you're gonna be living there. Rejection reason number 6, strong family ties in Canada. Yes guys, that could also be a reason for rejection where you have more family ties in Canada as compared to your home country. So let's see what could be the rejection reason. I'm not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by paragraph 179B of the IRPR because of the strong family ties within Canada. Applicant have a strong family ties inside Canada as compared to the home country. So you have to show your minimum ties to the Canada basically. If you have multiple relatives, multiple friends, your nearest sister, brother, parents in Canada, so I would suggest only get the sponsor from single applicant or single candidate where they can provide you the full support, right, and apply your visitor visa with the single sponsorship. Don't add multiple sponsorship from multiple peoples because then it will showcase your more ties in Canada as compared to India or as compared to your home country. So it's better to showcase minimum ties but show the genuine length or genuine stay, what the reason of your stay and what's the reason you are going to visit Canada. So that will minimize this particular rejection. Rejection reason number 7, travel history. Yes guys, if you don't have any travel history, that could be one of the reason for your refusal or rejection, right? So to showcase that, let's see what's the rejection is first. I am not satisfied that you will leave Canada at the end of your stay as required by paragraph 179B of the IRPR based on your travel history. So to overcome this rejection, what you can do? You cannot start visiting all the countries just to create your travel history, right? So in this situation, what you can do, you can use the past cases where federal court has indicated visitor or this travel history as a neutral indicator. you can quote those case laws within your letter of explanation, which could reduce or minimize this particular rejection in your application. Rejection reason number 8, host and sponsor documentation. Sponsor is the candidate who is inviting the principal applicant in Canada. So basically they have to provide maximum supporting documents. It depends on your relationship with the sponsor as well. For example, the documentation could be letter of support, or we called it invitation letter. The sponsor bank statement could be those documents. Sponsor notice of assessment or the current status of the sponsor could affect your visa application. Some sponsor might give you, because they are your close relative, might able to give you all the documentation, but some sponsor where you are requesting your friends to sponsor you, then in that case might be they are able to give you only letter of support. So it depends upon case to case basis. However, it does affect the visitor visa application strongly. Rejection reason number 9, misrepresentation or holding a material fact. If you are holding any material fact with regards to your visa application, that could lead into misrepresentation. So don't try to alter any documentation or don't try to manipulate your visa application for the purpose of getting the approval, right? Because visa officer want you to apply with your actual documents to your actual situation. Then it will give your application a greater result as compared to if you are changing it. So how to overcome that particular misrepresentation or material fact is how you can overcome the rejection reason for the misrepresentation. The first thing, you should not hide any of the rejection which have been done in the past. Suppose for example in the past you have applied for the US visa, so do mention that rejection in your visitor visa application, because data is shareable. Don't add any false or misleading documents. Don't provide any statement which is false and which leads to misrepresentation, because this particular misrepresentation and hiding the material fact could lead to the ban of 5 years, right? So you cannot apply for the next 5 years if you have got this particular rejection. So make sure you will apply with the right candidate, you apply with the right documentation and with the right manner, by attaching all your supporting documentation what we have discussed so far in this particular video. Last but not least, rejection reason number 10, your marital status and your age could be one of the factors. If you are somebody who is under 22, who is unmarried, who don't have any employment in your home country, or even he or she is not studying, so that particular profile is weak for the visitor visa. I won't even recommend that candidate to apply for the visitor visa. If you would like to apply for any of the visa in this age group, I would say apply for the study permit, where there are higher chances of getting approval in comparison to the visitor visa. Though there is no harm in applying, there are cases where candidate has got the approvals even with this age and this particular situation, but it again case to case basis and again depends upon the visa officer. If you have any inquiry with regards to Canada immigration, with regards to visitor visa, you can reach out to us, you can book my appointment. My number is given on the screen. And if you like this particular video, please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you.